Welcome back to Country Glamour. Today I'm going to be doing an update on my makeup case. The video that I did a year ago whenever I first got the makeup case has quite a bit of views, and so I figured I would do an update since I actually have it pretty much packed full of products now, and since I'm actually using it a lot more, I wanted to kind of go over how it's been holding up, all the products that I have in there to show that you can fit a lot in there. And then if y'all want another updated video from that of, how I take care of my products, the exact products that I have, I will definitely go over that with you. But first off, I'm going to start by saying that this has held up really good so far. So as mentioned in the previous video, I'll link it in the description below, that it has a piece that comes off from the bottom. And this has held up really good. The only issue that I have noticed so far, and I don't even know if y'all will be able to tell, is that I've banged it up a few things and you can kind of tell that there's some slight dents right here. But honestly, nothing too crazy. I mean, I use it quite a bit and I haven't had any issues with it so far. The only issue that I do notice sometimes as well is whenever I pick up the actual like suitcase handle, sometimes it doesn't want to go all the way down or it doesn't want to come all the way up. But, for paying only $90 for this thing, it has held up really, really good. So I'm going to also go into, what I have in there as of right now. So, obviously it opens up like so. So I have quite a bit of products. So I'm going to kind of tilt the camera down so that it's focused only on the products that I have in here. And then I will kind of just talk about the products just slightly. And then if y'all want another video of me going over each individual product I have, I can certainly do that for you. They're usually pretty self-explanatory, but I just thought in case y'all would want to know legitimately. So, put it just like this. So on my top shelf here, I have my Coty Airspun Translucent Powder, and I also talked about how I can take these apart and kind of put them in whichever slot I want. This fits perfectly for this, so it doesn't shimmy around, it doesn't move, it's perfect. The next I have is my eyeshadow primer and my gel liner. And then I have two eyebrow gels, one from Lancome and one from e.l.f. I have some foundations here in this little spot. These are usually my go-to foundations, and then I have a little stick of concealer. And I like to keep these up here because they are the most often used, and they're just easy to get to, and they're nice and compact so nothing moves around, because I did notice that if you do have some loose products up here, they are going to roll around. Okay. So then the next products that I'm going to show you are these ones right here, which I don't know if you'll be able to see that from this angle. So the next products that I have some Purity Face Wash. I use this for my clients to wash their face if they're pretty gross, or not necessarily if they're pretty gross, but just to make sure that they're nice and sanitary. And then I have this Hydra Touch Primer Oil from NYX. I usually use this on clients that have drier skin and need just a little bit more hydration to it. And then some glitter glue I have up here on this top shelf as well. And apparently this face wash is sort of leaking, so I'm going to have to figure out something for that. But then I have these two Styla, I never know how to say it, Magnificent Metals here. I have Wanderlust and Smoldering Satin. And then I also have this that came with my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette. It's just like a little thing that you would mix the lip color on. And then I also have a Makeup Revolution London eyeshadow palette that I used in my prom tutorial from last year. And then open it up. This is nothing but glitter. So I got on Amazon a bunch of packages of glitter. So this one here, I don't know, it might be too bright, is gold, but it comes with like 64 colors or something like that. It comes with quite a bit because it comes in these packages here of 12. So I have 12, 24, like probably like 50 50 different colors, and so that's fun. I've only mostly used the gold and like the silvers, but I hope to use some more soon. And then I also have my Gerard Cosmetics lip glosses over here. So I've just got, you know, a few in this little row right here. And then I'm gonna turn it around. So then on the side that has the translucent powder, I have all my brow stuff here. So I've got some brow gels, some brow pencil, brow powder, and then I also have my little eyelash glue and eyelash applicators, as well as some tweezers in there too. Here's just some more glitters that couldn't fit in that spot. And then I've got some hand sanitizer for a quick pinch, and then I've got some ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipsticks. So then the next products that I have are inside. I have this little makeup bag here, and this is full of all my eyeliner pencils and lip pencils. So I use this one quite a bit. And then I also have just some false lashes in here. These are from the drugstore. I have my Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Glow palette. Just this one here. And then this is like the best investment that I could ever request that you make if you're going to be a makeup artist, is this lip palette here. The lip color, like the pigment, is amazing, and it feels so creamy on the lips, and it lasts pretty much all day. So this is awesome. And then obviously my Nicole Guerrero times Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. And then I've got some NYX Pro Foundation Mixer. This makes any foundation a lighter shade, so that is super handy to have. I also have some Rimmel Lasting Finish Breathable Primer. So I like this foundation quite a bit. Just some leftover foundation from Urban Decay. I have these little containers here that I use for customers. Like let's say I were to make them a customized lip color of, you know, and they needed it for touch-up later on, and they didn't want to use me to stick around for touch-up, then I would just put a little bit of product in here and give it to them. I know they're a little bit big for that. This is just 2. But I know they're a little bit big for that, but those were the smallest ones I could find. I'll probably get on Amazon and find some that are about the size of these little glitter tubes, which would be awesome. So I usually keep products in here in the top portion that I use most often. I also have the MAC Fix Plus. I just like keeping it in the box because it's nice and organized. But yeah, there's the bottle. And then I also have this. I mix foundations on it if their shade is a little bit too light, what have you. It's just my little mixer, and it comes with a little spatula here. I love this thing too. Then I also have my go-to eyeshadow palette. It's my Ride or Die, and I use it for pretty much every client that I have. It is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and it is absolutely gorgeous. That's what I'm wearing actually today on my eyes, and I love this foundation, or this eyeshadow palette. It's like the best. And then I also have this contour slash blush kit in here. This is from MAC Studio. I believe I just got this from Marshall's, and it was pretty cheap, but it's really good pigment. It's what I'm wearing on my face right here, as well as the Nicole Glow Kit. Then I also have some foundations up here. This is from Wet n Wild. This is the Pro Focus foundation. I just got this a few weeks ago, and I'm still a little bit iffy about it. It's pretty good for a drugstore foundation, but I'm still like, eh. And then this is a MAC foundation. It's a really light shade. And then I have a MAC Pro Longwear foundation. It's a really dark shade. And sometimes I will mix these two together, but I like to have a really dark shade and a really light shade, so that way if I need to mix, I can. And let's see. Then I also have this Dazzle Shadow from MAC that I got in like a little kit. I love this. I don't really have a place in particular to put loose shadows, so I've just been kind of keeping it in the bottom of this, but it's so pretty. I love the way this looks. And then I also have my business cards. So I always keep a stack of business cards on me, because you never know who you're going to run into, whether it's the photographer, whether you're working with a model, or whether whether the customer just likes you, I always keep my business cards on hand. So I'm gonna put this back in here all nice and organized and show you how I keep it organized in here, because it's pretty simple. I like to make it nice and tight in here. This also comes with little dividers that you can put in here too. I don't use the dividers in this portion here because I feel like it's unnecessary, but for everything else, I usually use the dividers like up here in these little portions. But it's really nice to keep this organized and easy to take with you anywhere you go. I love this thing. People that I do makeup on are always just like, wow, you have a lot of stuff. I'm like, I'm a makeup artist. What do you expect? But yes, I do have a lot of stuff, but I am a makeup artist, so I don't really know what you expected from me. That's what I always think is funny about people whenever you tell them like, oh yeah, I love makeup, and then they come over to your house and you have a crap ton of makeup and they're just like, oh my god, I didn't expect you to go crazy. It's like, well yeah, makeup is like my #1 hobby and my profession right now, so why wouldn't I? So I'm gonna put this all back in here. It's nice and easy. And I'm going to show what it looks like. So I just put everything back in there that I told you all about, and it goes in pretty deep still. So that's not even all of the palettes and stuff that I have. So now I'm going to show you the bottom portion and like the medium portion, because it comes with a little spot that you can kind of just take off. So I'm going to put this over here for the time being. But this is the handle that I was talking about that sometimes I have issues with. Sometimes it just doesn't want to go down all the way. See what I mean? But just give it a little bit of force and it'll go down. So this is a little section that I was talking about that you can take it out of here. So what I have in this section here is some eyelashes that I got from Amazon, just the box that it came with. So those are all my eyelashes that I got from Amazon, which these aren't my favorite. I don't use these very often. I have some baby wipes in here to wipe off the face or wipe off any excess fallout of eyeshadow, what have you. I've got some scissors to cut eyelashes or, you know, anything else that you may need. I've got disposable applicators. These are just extras. Mascara, and then I've got these little cosmetic applicators / I use these more for like Q-tips. I've also got some of this sensitive face balm, but I don't use that very often. And then I just got this and used it on a client of mine because she was doing Coachella makeup, but these are just like little rhinestones that you put on their face. And then I've got this that I made on my own. I actually made this out of a fishing lure box that I found at Walmart for like $2. I basically just cut out this portion here so I could fit my applicators in there. I've got my little puffs. I've got my eyeliner disposable applicators. I've got 2 of those, so they're 2 different kinds, like so. And they fit in there really super easily. And then I've got those little Whisper applicators that I just showed you. This is my lip gloss applicators. And then I've got some more mascara wands here. And then I've got like these little sponges here that come in handy. So, whoa. So these are all of my products here. And that all fits in this little tiny spot here. This is just a card that I got with MORPHE for the Jaclyn Hill palette. But it all fits nice and snug up here. And it's nice because I can just take this out and have everything that I need right at my fingertips. So it has come in handy quite a few times. So now I have the bottom portion here. So it goes in pretty deep. I'm going to show you what it looks like without me taking everything out first, just so you guys can see how deep in there it actually is. Okay. So these are all the products that I have in here. and this is where that one little thing that I just showed you would sit. So I still have plenty of space between there and there to fit my other products. So that's super convenient. Alright, but now I'm going to show you what products I have in there. So I got these. This is the hydrogel eye patch. I love these things. You just basically put them under your client's eyes before you do their makeup, and it helps kind of moisturize, get any dark circles out of the way. It's got water, glycerol, aloe extract, vitamin C. It's supposed to moisturize and tighten skin, remove dark circles, and remove wrinkles. And I even have used these on myself. I love them, so I would highly recommend them. And they also help, they're almost like a shadow shield as well, because you can kind of make a nice angle and have a nice line as opposed to just kind of keeping it at whatever. So then I have that. And then the next thing that I use quite often is this little bag right here. So I open it up, and then I have this bag. This is where I keep all my mascaras. I have several different kinds. And then in here, I usually keep all my lip products. So I've got lip pencils, lip plumpers, some liquid lipsticks that are left over, stuff that I don't typically use very often, and then just a random blush that I got from the Body Shop a while back. But those are a lot of the lipsticks that I don't typically use very often. More than anything, I go to my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette, but you know, whenever I'm feeling like I want to do a lipstick look on someone, I will. Okay, so the next product that I use is, I've got this Morphe package right here. This is the Jaclyn Hill Favorites brush palette, I believe. There's not a lot in there right now because there's some that I need to wash because I worked on a client yesterday. So these are a few of the brushes that come in it, but it comes in like this snakeskin case that opens up to be square, and then it closes up like that. Super easy and to carry around. I also have this right here. This is my utility belt that I use for all my brushes. Again, some of the brushes are missing because I still need to clean them. And then I also have just a few other random things that I use quite a bit. So I've got some alcohol spray that I use to, you know, disinfect anything. This is a mixture between distilled water and hydrogen peroxide, I believe. This helps disinfect. And if you're working from client to client, it'll help, you know, keep the brushes still a little bit soft, but not like, it'll help disinfect if you put alcohol on over them. Just some matte setting spray, and then some makeup remover. And then I've also got the rest of my palettes here. Well, these aren't all of them, but I've got a blush palette here that I've used in a few different videos. But since that one that it was on the top has like a contour kit included in it, I use that one typically more. This is the Jaclyn Hill Favorites Morphe palette. This is the 350 palette. This is the 350S palette, nothing but shimmers. And then this is the 35U palette. This is nothing but shimmers as well. And then I also have these palettes here. I have my Coastal Scents Hot Pot palette that I made. I chose the colors to put in there. And I've got this Morphe foundation palette here, so you can mix foundation shades. And then I also have this Take Me Back to Brazil BH Cosmetics palette. This is a very fun, colorful palette. Very cute. And then I also have this concealer palette that I've used quite often as well. Has all kinds of different concealer shades that you can use. They are cream, so usually I'll use some of that Hydro Touch oil. And then right here I also have some rose water spray from Mario Badescu. And then I have some more makeup remover. So as you can tell, it's quite a bit of product that I can fit in there, and that isn't even all the products that I could probably fit in there. But I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know if y'all want to see anything else. I am more than happy to, you know, help you out with any feedback that y'all have, especially starting out as a makeup artist. I think it'd be awesome to kind of go through some tips and tricks that I have, and you know, how I use each product, how I clean my brushes. You know, it's mostly simple stuff that you probably already know, but I feel like sometimes it's nice for us, you know, to stick together and to kind of, you know, be a community and learn together. But I hope that y'all enjoyed this. As always, leave me your feedback if you liked the video. If you didn't, please leave me a comment telling me why. I'm open to constructive criticism all the time. But I love you guys, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.